much better there, Nathan, right? When you stop trying to pull on it so much. Feel how long the stroke is? Yeah, that's it. Just making sure, like the boat has to speed up, right? The boat has to speed up from catch to finish.
Jacksonville University men's rowing is in its third year under head coach Jason Cottingham. The biggest thing you'll notice about this year's group is the sheer numbers.
So you can see Rachel and whatnot, so you don't.
This is really the biggest team we've had in a long time. I think that in itself is a win. We were able to go to Head of the South and field four 8-man boats, which is something we haven't done in a really long time. So I think that's a win in itself. And we've also put down some really fast times.
Yeah, with having so many freshmen come in, it's created an interesting dynamic. But I feel like we really tried to bring them along quickly by having them row as a freshman group in the fall. They've really come along and are blossoming really well as athletes, right? We got guys sitting right now in the varsity that are freshmen and in the second varsity. So some guys are really stepping up and doing a really good job.
Please see any crews up here. Let's stay to the right through the sailboat.
This coming Saturday, the Dolphins get a chance to compete and showcase the program at home on the St. Johns River.
This is our first and only home race against Embry-Riddle. It's our first 2,000-meter race of the year. This is kind of the benchmark. This is where we're going to start here, and then we just keep getting better every time.
Mikey, when you come down to sixes, you want to throw in a pause for 30 seconds. You can do that, but I don't want pressure to drop.
It's a unique and rare opportunity to race at home and combine with the women's team to truly celebrate the history and tradition of rowing at JU.
We love it because, I mean, the St. John's can get kind of rough sometimes. Crews come here, they're not necessarily used to that. I mean, we go out in it every day, so it's kind of our home field advantage.
We're one of few schools that have water right next to campus, right? So being able to have a home race, St. John's is a little finicky, but this is our single home race of the year, so it's a great time for fans to come out and watch. Super special time for the guys, and it really jumps off spring break training as well, right? So we get right into spring break and training there. Really sets us up well for the rest of the season to be as successful as possible.
While the program has taken steps forward, including sending a Varsity 4 boat to the IRA the last 2 seasons, there are bigger goals on the horizon now, including qualifying the entire team for the de facto national championships at the end of the year.
It's great getting a 4 to go to the IRA and race, but qualifying the team that's where we're going, right? And there are 2 qualifying opportunities that we have, one at Sierra and one at Dadville. And our focus has not necessarily been on winning those races right now or the past 2 years, but putting ourselves in the position to have the opportunity to win them. Ultimately, that's what's important on race day. We have to be able to show day in and day out at practice that we have the speed necessary to do it. And this team this year has really embraced that sense of training with a purpose, training at the speed of the sport, not just working out, but training at the speed of the sport, and they've really embraced that. And I have been blown away by how strong they have gotten, the mentality, right? Just the everyday, we're gonna get after it, we're gonna execute the speed that we need to do. That way, on race day, we know we can do it.